Hey guys and gals, Pat over here at Fellsmere Fishing headquarters with Captain Steve to do a quick fishing report. We got plenty of rain the last couple of days, man, and I guess we got more coming today and more coming tomorrow. So that's gonna change things for sure. Now Captain Ryan was out yesterday. Said yesterday morning was incredible. They tore him up. Then we got that rain in the afternoon. He went out there, back out there, and I wanted to go out there as well because I figured it was going to be good. But he said no bueno. He said they really struggled to catch a decent limit. So I don't know what that meant. You know, maybe they fed up real good prior to the storm and then just didn't feed afterwards, or I'm not sure what happened with that, or even what kind of a front that was, because it was pretty nasty. It was a lot of lightning. But heck, you were out there. No, you weren't out there today. I haven't heard anything about this morning yet. I know the guys on Garcia are catching them this morning pretty good because we're supposed to be out there fishing that tournament, but we got to be here at the shop. But I did talk to a couple of the guys while they were fishing, and they're really catching the heck out of them this morning. So anyway, what else you been getting out there, old son?
But we've been catching them on Topwater early. You know, the first 45 minutes, depending on the cloud cover, the pressure. You know, if we got a little bit of rain coming through or some clouds, to keep it cooled off a little bit. The topwater bite for the first 30 minutes to an hour is usually been pretty good. Now, that 6.5 I caught the other day on topwater, that was the only bite I had on topwater.
Is that right?
That was the only bite I had on topwater that morning. But the time before, a day or two before that, we caught several on topwater, and they were all good quality. But that was the only bite I had, was that bigger fish. So I switched over, went to deeper water, mainly getting in the ditches and fishing the edge of the ditches and fishing it out. I've been throwing a Nico rig.
Oh,
I've been throwing a Nico rig on about 15-pound braid with about 10-pound leader. I do not hardly ever use leaders and light line, but it's gotten to that point.
Yeah, on certain days, you know, it's weird this time of year. It's like you get, there's no consistency, in other words.
Yeah. Now, you get these fronts coming through like Pat was talking about. That's a huge deal. Now, you can start throwing moving baits and stuff like that. I know Bob had about a 5-pounder on chatterbait in the same area that we would catch them on buzz baits and everything. So, we're catching good topwater fish in 1.5 to 2 foot of water early.
Yeah.
So they're there. Beautiful. They are there. I think those fish are living there. Those fish are not moving. Those fish are living there in that shallow water. That's the deal. I don't give a crap if it's 100 degrees. Those fish are living in that shallow water. I think there's a lot of fish that stay shallow year-round, and that's some of those fish right there. It
doesn't surprise me.
There are certain times of the day when they'll bite and when they won't.
Right.
That's the whole deal, baby.
I get it.
That is the whole deal.
I get it. Makes sense.
If that Nico rig, though, I will say that I'm using a lot of live scope looking at the fish. I'm seeing them in 10 to 12 foot of water. I'll throw that Nico rig out there and fish it real slow. And the bite is real light. Some of them I don't even feel the bite. All of a sudden, my line's under the boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I pull it straight up and catch them. But, the only thing I don't like about the Nico rig is sometimes you got to use that smaller hook, and I'm losing a lot of fish.
Yeah.
It's really driving me crazy. But it is what it is. You got to get bit before you can catch the daggone thing. So,
that's right.
The more bites you can get, you're doing the right thing. You're in the right area.
Right. I get it. Yeah, exactly. And reducing the bait size has been what's been helping me in Garcia. I love the Big Easy, man. I mean, and this time of year I'll put a heavier weight on it and I'll let it sink down in that grass and just kind of slow roll it. And I've had so much better luck. I mean, here it is right here. This is the one I was showing everybody. That's the 4 1/4. That's the Easy Swimmer. It's much smaller.
Yeah, I like that size.
And it's that color, that icebreaker color. It's got that blue and then the gold on top. And as a matter of fact, I took it off Marissa's thing because Marissa had it as a damn trailer on her chatterbait. She's the one that discovered how.
Now that icebreaker looks a lot like a little bit of like 49er almost, a little bit.
Yeah, but with the blue on it.
Yeah, but with the blue and light bottom there.
Oh, they love that damn thing out of Garcia, man. But it really made a difference once I dropped the size and I started using that little guy.
Well, buddy, I'm going to tell you something. That's just the same thing as power fishing versus finesse fishing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to give them what they want. And on that Nico rig, I've been throwing that tap out worm.
Oh.
Yep, that tap out worm.
Yeah.
And
Thin.
Just sliding that weight right up in there. I've been using a rubber O-ring, and I've also been just hooking it straight through the worm both ways. Sometimes I get a better hookup if I'm using the O-ring, about midway up on the worm and hooking it through the O-ring. And sometimes, it doesn't matter. I can hook it straight through the middle part of the worm.
I'll be down.
And they'll eat it. But, the O-ring does make the bait last a little bit longer, and they're a lot less apt to throwing it off.
Right.
So you lose your weight and everything else. So
Gotcha.
But you guys, if you're gonna fish out, Headwater, Stick Marsh, doesn't matter. Garcia, that Nico rig is a good deal right now. Give it a shot. You got to be patient with it. Be real patient with it. Fish it real slow. And if you think you're fishing it slow enough, fish it slower.
Right.
If you do happen to have live scope, if there's fish there, they will bite it. But you may have a school of 5 to 10 fish together, and you may only get 1 or 2 of them to bite. But it'll keep your day alive a little bit longer.
Right.
And flipping, we've been catching them flipping a little bit, flipping mats and stuff like that still. But now that's a deal that I know it's better adjacent to deep water, because that's where we're getting most of those bites.
Yeah, and that's the same deal on Garcia. The edge of the pit, just kind of going around the edges, just punching that hydrilla, the heavy hydrilla.
Yeah.
And we've been really doing good doing that. And Stick Marsh has been fishing really good. I talked to a couple guys the other day, last 2 days, and they've been fishing that south end, and the water's really nice and clean.
Yep.
Vegetation looks beautiful, and a lot of good quality fish have been being caught. Same thing, swim baits and Cincos and flukes.
Simple.
Yeah, and like you said, slow fishing. So
Yep, simple stuff.
that's it, guys.
Yep, and the shiner bite's been phenomenal. That's not turned off at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take 4, 5, 6 dozen out for 3 or 4 hours and just wear them out.
Yeah.
So, that's just something that's just not going to change. So.
And the smaller shiners, that's everybody's requesting the small, the mid-sized ones, not the big. The big ones they've been complaining because of the hot water. They've been dying easy and just no good.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys got any questions? Hit us up, and looking forward to seeing everybody this winter.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun.
I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah,
absolutely. I was talking to Captain Kevin. He's all geared up. He's coming, and Cecil will be here in 2 weeks, and
they're
the
all
boys are already starting to come. Chomping at the bit.
Yeah, they are.
Kevin said, "Man, I'm tired of using that damn drop shot." He says, them deep waters up there in Lake Geneva he's been fishing. He says he drops that damn drop shot down there, and he said by the time it hits the bottom, he could have had 4 casts out here at Headwaters.
Well, he said he's fishing like 30 foot of water.
Yeah, that's what he said, right. So, he's ready to come back down and get some of his good stuff. All right, guys. Well, appreciate y'all watching. Captain Steve, you good?
Yes. Yep. Thank you all. Appreciate you very much.
See y'all soon.